Kante free agent next season, Bellingham, Jude, and Kessie updates is what we're going to cover in this first story of the day here onto the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? How are you enjoying the Christmas Eve? And Merry Christmas to you guys, because tomorrow it's really going to be Christmas and most of you tomorrow might not be watching in because you are going to be busy celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. But obviously we are going to be up and running again onto the channel because for us we are here to give you a 360 coverage as far as this game of football is concerned. Rokani David is my name. Rokani Media Football is the YouTube channel. Now we are having two stories coming, three stories, one coming in from Chelsea, another one coming in from Liverpool and Real Madrid plus Borussia Dortmund. Then that of Kessie is coming in from Barcelona, as you know. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily, because we want to hit 9,000 subscribers and we are left with like 400, not so? So I know in a nick of time we are going to be at that level. Now the first story is coming in from AS Football. They are telling us that Judy Bellingham is edging closer to a move to Real Madrid, with Liverpool now focused on Enzo Fernandez and Sofyan Amrabat as they feel signing the English is so complicated. Now Liverpool has been one of the teams that was so much related to signing or linked to signing the 19-year-old English player known as Judy Bellingham, but I believe the amount of money involved in that deal is really immense. Amidst the manager Jurgen Klopp liking a player known as Judy Bellingham, money comes in and really rests the case, because 130 million pounds, you can go ahead and really sign two good players that can go on and really do the needful. But if I told you sign Judy Bellingham, a single player, that amount of money, that's a lot of money according to me. And that's why they've shifted to Enzo Fernandez and Sofyan Amrabat, because Sofyan Amrabat, I believe at like 40 million pounds or 50 million pounds you can get him, and I believe Enzo Fernandez at 80 million pounds, that is 100 million euros, you can get him. That means you will be even having a balance of 10 or 15 million pounds on the 130 million pounds. And obviously I've always told people that Enzo Fernandez is better than Judy Bellingham, though people won't come out and really agree it. But Enzo Fernandez is better than Judy Bellingham. Why? He can play as a CDM, he can play as a box-to-box midfielder, he can play as a central attacking midfielder. That is Enzo Fernandez. He can play in all three positions of the central midfield. But can Judy Bellingham do that? Bellingham can only play, I think his perfect position is playing in a pivot. That's it. All in a midfield three, that's it. But you cannot say that Bellingham can be a CDM. No, he can't. Bellingham, I've not seen him play as a central attack midfielder very well. How much he's having the talent, but I believe he's better when he's playing and attacking the enemy from the deeper positions of the midfield. That's when you're going to get the best of that player, that is Judy Bellingham. But Enzo Fernandez has proved it that he's really good and better, to see to it that he comes in through and becomes a better player. I believe if at all you can get Sofyan Amrabat and Enzo Fernandez, I think it's better to spend the 130 million pounds on those two players other than taking that amount of money on just one player. Why? When he gets injured, obviously the club will suffer. But when you bring in two players in that amount of money, it will really work like a book. And I believe Liverpool they don't even need to go on and really think twice about this, because they've already carried out a deal like this. They sold Philippe Coutinho to Barcelona at 130 million pounds, and they got into two players, that is Alisson Becker and Virgil van Dijk. Ever since then, Liverpool had to win the Premier League and they won the Champions League. So I believe that if at all you are a manager of Liverpool, you cannot go ahead and really allow such amount of money to go in on one player. But Real Madrid looks like they're edging closer, but I also believe that Real Madrid will look at other players first before they go in for Judy Bellingham, because Judy Bellingham is expensive. 130 million pounds, that's a lot of money. But let's wait and see what's going to happen, because they're looking for a replacement of a midfielder called Modric and Toni Kroos. That's it. But remember, Real Madrid have the money they really got from Manchester United, close to 60-70 million pounds for selling Casemiro to Manchester United, meaning that it's a matter of adding some 70 or 60 to that amount of money to get in Judy Bellingham. Obviously for them it's not all that hard, but the only hinge will be they've already paid money for Endrick, the 16-year-old Brazilian, 65 million euros. That's it. So let's wait and see what's going to happen as far as this Judy Bellingham deal is going to be concerned as we jet into the N'Golo Kante story. Now, Graham Potter, the manager of Chelsea, has told us that N'Golo Kante will not be back from his injury until the end of February or probably March. Graham Potter has confirmed. Sources confirm, feeling reported for weeks and months, Kante could leave as a free agent at the end of the season. I believe this is what Chelsea could do. There are some players they need to let go. They're having a very bloated squad. They're having very many players. Ziyech, Pulisic, N'Golo Kante. I think those ones should be let go because as things stand, they are not in the plans of the manager. Amidst the manager coming out and showing his interest in Ziyech after his performance at the World Cup, that is not what a team is supposed to be all about. You're supposed to get out players because they are signing in players. They've brought in Nkunku already. He's going to report in the summer. They brought in Fofana. He's reporting in January, meaning that they are having a bloated squad and they should go on and trim that squad to see to it that they have at least 2 players per position. 2 players per position, and that will call for Chelsea to get themselves into a better position. But for N'Golo Kante, it really sounds great for him. He's been having a very good career, but as he really went ahead to grow older, injuries have become part of him. He's an injury-prone player. That will make it hard for Chelsea to give him a new contract, and maybe any other team that would have really looked at him to sign him, they're going to look at him and say, oh, he's so injured, or he's just an injury-prone player. Maybe Barcelona might come in through because they are desperate to replace Sergio Busquets because he's leaving Barcelona in the summer to go out and play in America. But I don't see any serious team signing N'Golo Kante. That's it. No serious team can sign N'Golo Kante because he's aging. Injuries are really on him every month. So I don't see him really getting to the level he's supposed to be getting on because he is really injury prone and injuries are really disturbing him. But there are very many players that can really reach that age of 30, 33 and really keep fit. Look at Luka Modric. How long have you seen him miss out a game of football? I think you rarely see him miss out a game of football. That shows you how good this player has turned into. Now, after that, Frank Kessie is a player who Barcelona got from AC Milan on a free transfer, and the president of Barcelona has confirmed that the club has no plans to sell Kessie and Hector Bellerin in January. We are now convinced that Kessie and Hector Bellerin have more prominency in this second part of the season. I've never trusted Joan Laporte. Joan Laporte, who put out Frenkie de Jong on sale and came out and said he's not up for sale, yet they had agreed a deal with Manchester United, and it's only Frenkie de Jong that said no for that deal not to happen. So I don't really believe in the words of that man. So I believe Frank Kessie is not happy because of not getting enough playing time at Barcelona. Xavi signed him on condition that he was going to come in through and play in the midfield. But Barcelona look like they are really wanting Gavi and Pedri to be in that midfield, meaning that there is only one position, of which there is Sergio Busquets and Frenkie de Jong, who have already gone ahead to show to show that they are really rated ahead of those 2 players, meaning that Frank Kessie is like third or fourth fiddle in that midfield area of Barcelona. And I believe he made a very bad mistake. If at all I were him, his ideal destination would have been the Premier League. He would have gone either to Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea, because he is really talented, Frank Kessie. He's a very good player, but he really made a wrong choice of a club. And you see, almost this year, his career is nowhere to be noticed on the European top-tier footballing teams. So thank you guys for watching in through. Your reactions to N'Golo Kante being a free agent next summer, then Bellingham to Liverpool looks like it's hitting a dead end. Real Madrid looks like they are really winning the race, and Frank Kessie obviously not for sale, confirmed by the Barcelona president, that is Joan Laporte. First video of the day, more is yet to come. Don't forget to smash the like button close to 100 times, and don't forget guys to subscribe if you're watching us for the very first time. I'm out for now. See you later. May the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly, and happy Christmas Eve, because tomorrow it's Christmas. Not so? That's it.